Welcome guys to this session of a total body warm-up. My name is Princy Mehta and I'm a group fitness instructor. This 8 to 10 minutes of workout is focused entirely on each and every muscle group. So without waiting any further, let's begin. We're going to start by warming up our shoulders. For 5, nice and big rolls. 4, 3, 2 and 1, and let's go forward for 5 nice and big rolls. 4, 3, 2 and 1. We're gonna alternate hands now, just straight up, keeping it straight from the elbow, relaxing those fingertips. Now every time you go up and down, let's try and increase that range of motion as well. So take it all the way behind. 2 more. 1 more. Great. You're going to take both the arms straight up. Now this movement is a hinge movement from the hip. So you're going to throw the hands back. You're going to bend your knees very slightly and push the hip out. So at no point you would want to go ahead. You just slightly bend the knees, push the hip out. Alright? Okay. So hands are straight up. You're going to exhale and push the hands behind. Make sure that your hands are straight and you're not bending them. Take a big inhale as you're going up and exhale as you're going down. Let's get 5 more done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving on, let's do air squats. Make sure your legs are exactly under your hips, under your shoulders. You're gonna push your hip behind as if you're sitting on a chair. It's absolutely okay to just go parallel right now to the knee and you come up. As you're coming up, you're gonna squeeze those glutes. You're gonna go for 12 of these. Keeping the knees soft even as you are straight up. Avoid bending too much forward. No, try and keep your upper body straight, your neck relaxed. You've got 4 more. 3, 2 and 1. Now we're gonna add a pulse at the bottom. All right, so pulse, pulse, come up. We only have 4 more of these. Pulse, pulse, exhale. 3 more, 2 more and 1 more. Great. We're now gonna go for sumo squats. So the legs are a little wider than usual. Make sure your knees and your toes are facing diagonally outside. As you bend your knees, make sure that the knee and your ankle are going to be in one straight line. Alright, so at no point you would want to be this narrow when your ankle are way under the knee or too wide. So just make your adjustments accordingly. We're going to go for 10 sumo squats. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2 and 1. We're going to add a pulse now. Pulse, pulse, and as you come up, contract the hip muscle. 4 more. Last one. Great. We're going to go for hip mobility now. So we're going to rotate our legs outwards, alternating the legs. One more on each side. And let's go inwards now. So from outside to in. Nice and big. So your knees facing outwards. It comes all the way in the front. And that's the last one. Great. Come at the edge of the mat. We're going to go for inchworms. So bend the knees slightly. Make sure you have a nice flat back. So chest is open, completely pulled out. You're going to walk into a plank. Make sure your hands and shoulders are in one line. So this is way ahead. This is going to be, of course, too narrow. So wrist, shoulders exactly in one line. Pull the kneecaps up. Quads are tight. So we don't want this to happen. Quads are tight. Engage the belly button. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we walk back up by bending the knees just a little and roll up. We're going to do that again, all right? Let's go. Hold the plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now push yourselves to a downward dog. As you're doing this, just make little adjustments in terms of your feet distance. They can't be together. They have to be just under your hip level, under your shoulder level. Entire body completely aligned. Stay in downward dog for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, you're gonna bend one knee and push the other heel to the floor. We are warming up our calves and the hamstrings, and we're gonna change. So this is almost like a static walk movement. Keep on changing. Every single time you're changing, press the heel to the floor. One more. Now bend both the knees and work on having that nice flat back. Push the chest out, take a nice grip off the floor, and now press both the heels to the floor. Stay there for 5. Feel a good stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to plank. Hold plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, we're going to bring one leg on the outside of the same side hand. Stay there. From there, the hand that is close to the leg goes straight up. So you're going to go for a nice twist. Stay. Pull the other knee up. Do not let it bend. Straight up. Come back. We're going to change leg. Get into a plank. Make sure you're not creating that mountain. Entire body in one straight line. Bring the other leg all the way in the front and go for a sky reach. Hold it for 5, 4, 3. Remember pulling the knee up. 2, 1. Back to plank. Great job, guys. Now come down. The knees are going to be on the floor now, and you're going to be on all fours. So make adjustments wherein your shoulders, wrist in one line, hip joint and knee in one line. We're going to go for a bird dog now. So you're going to lift opposite hand, opposite leg straight out. At this point, we don't want to do any kind of a hyper extension. We want our hands and our legs to be perfectly aligned. Keep on looking down at the floor. This is excellent for strengthening that lower back. Pull the navel in. Keep on breathing very normally. Come back on the floor and we're going to change sides. Hold it for 5, 4, relax the fingertips. 3, pull the navel in. 2, 1. We're going to go for one more on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to floor and change. This is last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go for a last part of the warm-up, which is a cat-cow. So right now the back is at a neutral spine level. Okay, so it is nice and flat. I'm gonna get into a cat-cow pose by completely arching that back and looking up, relaxing the shoulders. Do not pop them up. Relax the shoulders. They are away from the ears and from the lower back until the head. We completely curl in, scoop in and bring the chin to the chest. Stay there. Inhale and flat back. Exhale from the mouth and curve in. Stay. Come back to a neutral spine. Slowly roll up. And you're ready now to do your main workout.